Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Karen Brambila. I'm super excited to make the official first video of hopefully many to come that are designed to just provide vital information about nutrition, about our body, about healing, to just be aware, right? I think it's super powerful to at least have the knowledge to make conscious decisions about what we're eating and the habits that we are carrying on about our life to really try to live the most healthy and joyous life that we can possibly reach. And so the very first topic that I wanted to talk about is enzymes. Enzymes are something that aren't spoken of enough, and they are absolutely vital to our longevity, to our health, to our functioning, to our thinking, to everything. I'm gonna try to keep this as simple and as basic as possible in the shortest time, because I know we all are super busy. So some of the concepts that I'll be kind of touching on are from a book that, if you're interested in reading more, I highly suggest this book. It's called Enzyme Nutrition, the Food Enzyme Concept by Dr. Edward Howell. It's a very digestible book that really kind of opens our eyes and I think is really amazing to help us make better decisions. So enzymes, right? What are they? So enzymes, they basically contain proteins. Some have vitamins, and they're charged with vital energy. We cannot live without enzymes. It's just not possible. We use enzymes for everything: to think, to blink, to digest, to move, absolutely everything. And each enzyme has a particular function. They're designed to do one thing in the duration of their life, and that is all that they will do. And so you can only imagine how many enzymes we have. Just in our arteries alone, there's been about 98 already discovered. And thus far, unless more have been discovered from the last readings that I have done, there's about 1,300 enzymes that we know of and have some understanding of their function. But we don't know how many are in our liver, in our heart, in our organs, which would be amazing to know, right? So we definitely need to invest a little more time. Hopefully researchers out there dive in a little bit more, because this concept is, I cannot emphasize how important enzymes are. And just to know how to help our pancreas out, right? Our pancreas does an amazing job at producing it, but we can definitely do our part, try to preserve some of our enzymes. But I want to explain real quick that there are 3 types of enzymes. So there's our metabolic enzymes, which are designed for our functioning, right? And then there's our digestive enzymes, which are just for that. They digest our food. This is where we hear of protease, we hear of lipase, and we hear, let me back it up. Protease breaks down our protein. We have our lipase that will break down our fats. And then the last one that we have is our amylase, which will break down our carbohydrates. So those are very basic ones. There's so many more that I'm not even going to dive into that, because it's quite confusing, to be honest. Sometimes there's too many. But if it ends with an ASE, then it's most likely an enzyme. So now, talking about how we could do our part to preserve our amazing enzymes. So there's endogenous and exogenous. Exogenous come from outside. Those are the enzymes that we obtain when we have a fresh strawberry, a mango, a banana, we have our kale, whatever raw, fruits, vegetables, nuts, whatever we consume raw. They come with exogenous enzymes. Endogenous enzymes are the ones that we have, right? That our pancreas produces. But anytime that we cook our fruits, our vegetables, we boil it, we bake it, we saute it, whatever method, and it exceeds 118 degrees Fahrenheit, we have completely destroyed the enzymes. So what that means is, if we, for example, were to make a soup with a lot of vegetables and it's boiled, et cetera, it goes above that temperature. When we are consuming it, our body is going to have to utilize our internal endogenous enzymes to break them down. So what that does is our body's going to have to eventually make more. Now, if we were to consume, instead of that, a salad, for example, that has our vegetables in a raw state, they already come packed with 100% of the enzymes. So our body doesn't need to utilize its endogenous enzymes. So what that does is we're able to preserve some of those enzymes that are carried with vital energy. And what we do is those enzymes can be utilized to do repair work for our body. So it's an amazing concept to know that if we do our part in, I'm not saying like go raw, that'd be, each of us has a choice and there's a balance to everything. Maybe in our plate, half of it is raw or 1/4, or we start with one raw thing a day. Wherever you're at, I think it's just super important to bear in mind that like there's always a starting point, and I think it's different for everybody, and whatever works for you is perfectly fine. But I think just making that conscious decision based on knowledge and understanding of how your body works and what it needs is amazing. And so I definitely advocate, like, if you can include as much raw into your day-to-day, you are gonna do your body such an amazing benefit, because you are allowing your body to not work so hard. Your pancreas is not gonna have to, work super hard, because it does have a, limited ability to produce all these enzymes. And we can allow our body to restore more and more, right? And so with that, you can only have more vital energy and have more longevity and just a better quality of life. So as I said, I'm going to keep it short. So that's as much as my first spiel is going to be. But I hope that it was at least a little insightful, and maybe you learned one new thing. So keep tuned. Hopefully you will join in and watch the next one to come. Have a great day, everyone.